Isla Ruby. Isla, are we going to Disneyland Paris? What? Now? Are we going now? Oh my goodness. So today we are going to Disneyland Paris. I'm so excited. We're travelling by ferry in the car. So we're going over from Dover to Calais. So from where we live, it's about a 3-hour drive. And we're super excited. Hello my lovelies, good morning. We are running so late. We have missed our ferry at 6:30 and we've overslept till 7. So we're hoping to get the later ferry now, so we're literally rushing for that one. But first we had to do a bit of boat watching, of course. We just made it onto the next ferry as well, which was really good. Wow, bud. We absolutely love Irish ferries for their soft play, so we tried to book with them because look, the kids have so much fun and it's nice for Isla to be able to lie down somewhere and have her legs stretched and things like that. And we have found DFDS's soft plays tend to be a lot smaller. This is a very large soft play, so not all of them on Irish ferries are like this, but this one is a good one. The food is also really good on Irish ferries. We love the breakfasts. We haven't really had any bad foods. They do good curries, so we always like to eat on the boat if we can, and it just takes up some of that time. I think it's an 1.5 hours of crossing. Seasickness inducing.
I don't know.
Woo! Is that fun? No. Is it making you feel sick? Chocolate biscuits. Oh. So, what did you choose from duty free? Chocolate biscuits. Oh, they look good. What else have we got? And we've got some Kinder Surprises with Smurfs in. 6 Smurfy surprises.
Smurfy surprises.
They look good. $15.99 though, weren't they?
Yeah. And
cola. Dad's got cola.
I'm going to drink a bit because my throat is dry.
Rowan's like, I'll have some cola. Nope.
So we are off to France.
We're actually in France.
Hello,
We're on the ferry from Dover. We've got some duty free.
Hello, France.
Good boy, Ro. Hello, France.
Bonjour, France.
He's so cute. French, what did he just say?
Bon français.
Bon français. Bonjour. We're not going on a plane. You need a plate. What, for all the fish that are down there? Isla, is he being silly? Do you want some fish? Fish and chips?
You see the beach?
Whoa. Yes, we're nearly there.
Hello.
The water. Water.
There's a beautiful beach up there. You can go that way to Boulogne. It's Boulogne, isn't it? Is it Boulogne?
No, down.
Brittany.
Yeah.
Brittany. Up there. Get to Brittany. Nautical Sea Aquarium's up there. It's brilliant. Fantastic.
See.
Yeah.
Well worth the trip. Half an hour off the boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Half an hour drive.
Close.
It's really close. Really worth it. For a nice day out. Bit of really nice
Yeah, nice weather. Some nice
restaurants
beaches,
and boulangeries and everything, isn't there? Yeah.
Some nice beaches.
Big play park as well, isn't there? It's a big play park just behind, and a massive beach, carousel. It's lovely.
It's a
Really good day out. Especially if it's sunny and you can go on the beach.
That's what I said. It's never sunny when we get to France. It's always like this.
It was like this. We don't come for the sun. But when it is sunny, it's a nice day out. It's a nice day out when it's not, but obviously you can't go on the beach. And there's a lot of water sports as well, isn't there, in Boulogne? Right, we're going down the lift in a minute, Jace.
I know.
Au revoir. Goodbye. Bye now.
Au revoir.
We're going in the lift. We're going in the lift? Yes. Lift. Yes. We also find the ferry is really uber accessible for wheelchair users. So that's our recommendation to get to France. We like to go on the ferry and drive.
Make sure you tell the staff you need space behind.
Yeah. So they don't park someone up your bum. So you can't get your tailgate open. For madam here. So we are back, and I just wanted to say, for anyone worrying about driving on the wrong side of the road, when you get off the ferry, you are straight off onto it's a dual carriageway, but then you're from the dual carriageway you're straight onto the motorway, and it's all on the one side. And if you remember that the lorries are in the slow lane, you can literally just follow the lorries for a little bit, get accustomed to the roads. And you'll also see some service stops coming up, some service stations. There's a lot more after the tolls. The tolls do come up quite quickly. There's a lot more after the tolls. So again, you know, if you need to stop, you can stop and recoup. So as we were so late this morning, getting on the ferry, and it really makes such a difference to us getting on an hour later ferry. By the time we've made a few stops to change the children and snacks and things like that, and drinks.
What's behind you?
We literally just decided to go to Sea Life and enjoy ourselves before heading to the hotel. Dory! We've only gone and found Dory! Dory, Dory, Dory! You love Dory, don't you? It's Finding Nemo your favourite Disney film? And Finding Dory? Wow, that's a start then. Love it, super easy. Oh, look at the fish on the floor. Super sensory, I love this place. So this time we stayed at the Dream Castle Hotel. We had a really good wet room. The castle bedrooms. The bedrooms made you feel so special. We really felt like princess here. There's lots of little games, little centres like spotted here and there everywhere, games machines even. Toilets right outside breakfast, which is really handy, obviously. And everything you could really want at breakfast. There was a really, really good selection of stuff. So you've got hot, you've got cold, a tea, coffee, loads of juices. There was all sorts of stuff, popcorn for the children, yogurts, fruit, cheese, hams, all the sort of normal continental stuff, and plenty of hot breakfast. Obviously, like, it's French beans, slightly different, but scrambled egg, bacon, sausages, moussaka even, I think we had one morning. There was absolutely just all sorts, loads of fruits, there was all sorts. There was cereals, everything you could want at breakfast time, so that was really handy. Goodness, one, it was huge, and two, what a good idea. I mean, when we were there, it rained most of the day, so Rowan didn't like have much playtime outside at all. And when you've got a 2.5-year-old, they're just so busy and they need to be entertained. And this was fantastic. We could let him play after breakfast, and then we'd go into the parks, and then when we got back to the hotel, we'd let him go and have a run around. It was just really, really good, and we absolutely loved it. And they loved the slide, and Isla loved it. Yeah, Rowan loved it, and he kept singing his ABCs in there and climbing, and it was just real good fun. So, and it's open really late as well. I think it's open to like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, so it's open really, really late. I also believe like they do food up until like 11 o'clock at night, 10:30, 11. I can't remember if it's 10:30 or it's 11 o'clock. But in the bar area, they do food. They do all sorts, like burgers, pizzas, all sorts. So it's really, I think it's a really cracking hotel, because often you don't get that. I found I've been staying around sort of locally, and I haven't had that in the hotel where you know, you can order food till that late. So I think it's really good. Now, we did park at the Disney Village, in the car park at the Disney Village, which is quite expensive, but because of the rain, we just didn't want to traipse all the way up to the car park. So we sort of ran into Disneyland,
ran up to Buzz Lightyear and got undercover because it was pouring rain, and we had to queue, and we queued forever, so we didn't actually film this ride. We queued forever. And then we literally ran straight up and got straight on the disability boat, which is almost unheard of. We normally have to wait a good 15 minutes for it, or at least 10 minutes, but it was literally coming around the corner as we got there. So somebody got off and we literally got on. So that was amazing. And we really enjoy Small World. We love the fact they've now added wheelchair characters in there, and it just makes it a bit more inclusive and makes Isla feel a bit more at home, and a bit more like, oh, there's characters like me, which is just so nice. It's always nice for wheelchair users to see somebody in a wheelchair acting and things like that. It's just nice to have them in everyday life, and rather than just have everything a bit, you know, hidden away. It's nice to see. So she really loves it. Makes her feel less alone, I think. And she enjoys pointing out the 3 different wheelchair characters and making sure we've seen them, which I think is nice. And It's a Small World is just, it's a Small World. It's an amazing ride. People either love it or they hate it, but we love it. We're all for the Small World. And then we were rushing because there was a stage show on, and yes, it was very drizzly, but we ended up standing and watching the fountains. Because the stage show's on, these fountains were just like dancing around like nobody's business. And the kids were literally just obsessed with them. Like, we just stood there and they just watched these fountains. And I thought, you know, you pay all this money, you rush around, you want to see everything and do everything. And often you just miss little things like this, like just how amazing the fountains are, and how for a child to see it, you're seeing it, you know, sometimes you have to see things through children's eyes. Like, my son was breathtaking, like he was blown away, and I sometimes forget, like, he's only 2 and he's seeing this for the first time ever. He's seeing fountains act like this for the first time ever, and he was enjoying it so much. So we just stood there for about 10 minutes watching these fountains, it was just really nice. And often I think you forget about these little things and you miss these little things. I'd always recommend to walk around Disney at night time because it's so beautiful and all the lights come on, it's completely different. And so that really was our end of the day in the park, and we love this installation for the new, like, parade, sort of springtime sort of colours of light, or whatever it is. I'm not quite sure what it's called, but it's a really nice theme. We didn't actually get to see the stage show properly because of the rain, but after this we did go and get some dinner. We went to the steakhouse, and I don't really want to give a review, but it wasn't the best, and for the money that we spent, I wasn't that happy with it. I just didn't feel like the service was very good, and so I might do a little review actually, but the service wasn't great, so I don't recommend going there. There's better places you could eat, I think, in Disneyland Paris. And then we were back to the hotel, and that was sort of the end of our long day, and we sort of all fell into bed because it was just miserable weather. We were all exhausted from running around all day, so that was the end of our day. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for